Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Desifresh here, and I know I didn't really put out a video yesterday. I was kind of busy with some stuff, but I am gonna put out two videos today. One of them is gonna be ranked 5's Q, and that'll be this video. Next video will most likely be some solo queue. I'll probably find some pro or just some challenger or master level solo queue to put out for you guys. Well, let's do some introductions and we'll get this game out of the way. In that top lane, we're going to be seeing Jarmanuel on the Sandra. In the jungle, it's going to be Games on Malzahar. In the mid lane, it's going to be Ashu Betches on Orianna. And the bottom lane is going to be made up of Omano on MF and probably muted on Rengar. And there's not a lot to be said actually about that Rengar pick. Probably muted is clearly just playing around. This team was actually recently upgraded to Gold 3, so they do have some leeway in how many games they can actually lose. We'll have to see how it works out for them. Then, meanwhile, on the red team in the top lane, it's going to be Dead 7 on Maokai. In the jungle, it's going to be Newfie Girl on Jarvan. And in the mid lane, it's going to be Bradshaw on Lux. And the bottom lane is going to be made up of Jinx and Nami, played by Alex Too Good and Newfie Girl. There are two Newfie Girls, so I guess I will have to refer to one of them by their champions. Just the full name of Jarvan is kind of a mouthful. Newfie Girl 69XD. I may just call him Smiles because XD it is a smile. So that may end up what is going to happen. Let me actually arrange these champions. I realize I haven't really done that yet. Bam. That is going to support Malzahar, so it is going to be pretty strange to see how that works out, especially against the high poke lane that is going to be Jinx and Nami. We'll have to see how much he can actually sustain in that lane. He only has the 2 health pots. He did get a ward, but that's not going to help him too much. Now, when it comes to sustain, you only will have the 2. They'll have the 2 biscuits, but they may burn through them fairly quickly. There we go, guys. And already, Jinx and Nami being really aggressive onto probably muted. He is already at half health. Just going to be eating those biscuits. He does have the scanner, though. So he'll be able to clear out any vision coverage that is put down by that red team. And it could allow opportunities for the Malzahar to just get a gank off in that lane. Ebflow already just being used really aggressively. They do hit that level 2 mark way before Omano and probably muted. So they're just going to be forced away for the time being. Probably muted. Goes for the bullet strike, but it's going to miss. He's taking a lot of damage. The heal is going to be used by Omano, but Alex Too Good is also taking quite a bit of damage himself. There's the flash from probably muted, and the bush is giving him the leap from his passive. And Aqua Prison did land on Omano, and it looks like Alex Too Good will be able to escape death for now. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, Ashu Betches is being really aggressive, pushing in really hard against that Lux, but here comes Smiley. No knockup from Jarvan. He's just waiting. The heal does come out from Ashu Betches. Jarvan goes a little bit too close to that tower, takes the tower hit, and flashes away, as well as the flash and heal coming out from Ashu Betches. That is going to be 2 summoners down in that mid lane with only one in the jungle. Had that EQ combo came out a little bit earlier, they probably could have gotten the kill onto Ashu Betches. The flash definitely would have come out, but regardless, you could be seeing Jarvan come back in that top lane fairly soon. Meanwhile, that Lissandra and Maokai, it's just looking to be a bit of a farm fest. Not too much is going on. Maokai does seem as though he put some aggression on to Jarmanuel, but it doesn't look as though it has created too big of an effect. Just a biscuit being used for a little bit of extra health and mana. I gotta say that Lux and Orianna lane definitely is a bit of a skill matchup. Lux can easily just outpoke the Orianna with her Lucent Singularity, but Orianna's already a safe mid laner. Meanwhile, that bottom lane, Omano getting caught out by the Flame Choppers and locked down with the Aqua Prison. No heal is gonna be available, but they don't want to continue the aggression, especially with probably muted in the middle of it. Now Ashu Betches again getting ganked by Newfie Girl 69. There goes the life binding EQ combo, knocking him up, and Lucent Singularities will get the kill over to Bradshaw. He is falling a little bit of harm in terms of farm, but with that kill, he should just be able to even that up, push it out, and he'll be going back and getting a lot of nice items, most likely components of Morellonomicon or even on the themes. Now probably muted, jumping in onto Alex Too Good. The Flame Chopper is locking him down, and new figure with an auto attack. He actually could have let Alex Too Good take that. There's no way probably muted would have been able to escape because his flash was still down. We do see Malzahar on the side does try and get something. The silence did not connect, and he's just gonna walk away and take Krugs now in the top lane. Jarvan coming again, just constantly ganking over and over again. Jarmanuel looks as though he's going to fall. No flash. He does actually have, whoa, he does have flash. My bad, guys. He had flash, and he was really good, holding onto it for as long as possible. Unfortunately for him, Bradshaw, with a great roam, got the kill with the final spark. It's not looking too good for this blue team right now. They're falling behind in almost all of the lanes. We'll have to see how they can just transition it over into mid-game. There's still a lot of opportunity for them to get ahead, but Games desperately needs level 6. He's similar to Warwick, where he's just going to try and farm up until he hits level 6, and then once he gets that, he'll be getting the gank from the Nether Grasp. He'll just lock them down. It's actually almost similar to Warwick. Farm to level 6, and then gank constantly whenever ultimate is up. Unfortunately for him, the cooldown on the ultimate is not as low as Infinite Duress. It looks as though Lux actually never ended up going back. She has 2 kills on herself, but she's low on health and mana. Actually, Betches, meanwhile, has the Chalice of Harmony, so he'll be in that lane for quite a bit. The EQ combo does connect onto Ashu Betches. She's looking for the kill. Shockwave does come out. A flash is going to secure that kill. Games is in the mid lane. He's trying to take revenge for his fallen mid laner, but Malefic Vision is not going to be doing as much damage. He is going for a more AD sort of build, so he's just going to rely completely on his minions to do the majority of the damage. There it is, mid lane. Games does get caught out by the Jarvan. A Cataclysm is going to secure that kill. And already, this blue team is falling quite behind in that top lane. Looks like Jarmanuel is getting pushed out against the Maokai. Just completely manhandling Lysandra in the top lane. No teleport is available for him either, so if he does go back, he's gonna fall behind. Probably muted again. Going in, locked down by the Aqua Prison. The heal is gonna be used by Oman O. He's back in the bush, looking for the jump onto someone, but they've gotten wise about that. He jumps in, they walk close to him, but unfortunately the exhaust goes on him, locking him in place, and a kill going over to Alex Too Good. Great Aqua Piston coming out from Newfie Girl. And exhaust as well, just stopping his movements. The flash was also available from probably muted. He could have flashed the Aqua Prison, and that would have secured his escape. I'm not too sure about this support Rengar. It's just not providing a big of an impact right now as Nami has in that lane. Both of those bottom laners have 1 kill and 1 assist to their name. Now we do see Games looking in the waiting in that bush. We could just be seeing New Girl 69 go for something. There goes the Nethergrass and Maokai with the roam as well. Games is just gonna flash the EQ combo. Does not want to get locked down like that. And the minion doing so much damage. That's Games is getting a kill onto Lux, but dead 7. He's gonna try and go for something. Shockwave hitting nothing but air. There goes the flash. Newfigo does hit the EQ combo, but does use the EQ combo, but it's not gonna hit anyone. The Super Mega Death Rocket did just go down through mid lane, not hitting anyone, and the Malzahar minion was enough to get a kill on to Newfigure 69. Just a lot of action. Blue team slowly starting to get back into this game. They did pick up the 2 kills in that mid lane, double kill. Actually, 4 games he could be the player to watch out for as the game progresses. Right now, There's not a lot too much happening. MF does have that brutalizer for herself, so she'll be going for Yomu's most likely as her. No, not a well, no. Black Cleaver would be the Black Cleaver would be the obvious option, but Omano could build the Yomus if you really wanted to. Oh, unfortunately, Games is caught out doing blue buff, and Bradshaw gets another kill, and I believe he also gets his blue buff taken away. Yes, that was a blue buff given to Lux as well. Jar Manual in that top lane does use the flash, but the EQ combo is going to force the the frozen tomb. And he's gonna fall again. This is this Jarvan is just having so much impact on this game compared to Games'. Despite being the most fed on the team, he really hasn't been able to just help any of the lanes except that mid lane. And even then, Aishu Betches is falling so far behind. He has the CS to go for him. Oh, in that bottom lane, Newfie Girl did throw out the tidal wave. Unfortunately, Omano fell because of giving the kill over to the Nami. We do see Probably Muted does use his ultimate. Nether Grasp is going to be used onto the Jinx. The minion will be there. That's so close. The flash is going to be used by Gameses, and they should be able to get away. Now Bradshaw with the double buffs in the mid lane. He's just going to be really aggressive onto Aishu Betches. Right now, though, just trying to look for something. Gameses does spot out Newfie Girl in the river, and a Cataclysm will give him a kill. Gameses now. Malzar has the Chilling Smite along with the Warrior Enchantment. In that top lane, Lysandra with the Chalice of Harmony and the wow, completely forgot the name. The Fiendish Codex. Problem Muted coming out with the roam, looking for the kill onto Bradshaw. The Shockwave does come out, Flash not going to escape it. Ignite is on him, and Aishu Betches will secure that kill. That was really close to Probably Muted. Almost taking the kill for himself. Looks like in that top lane, Charmanuel does get engaged one by Dead 7, but they're both they both did similar amounts of damage to each other, and it's just going to go even for now. Unfortunately for Lysandra, Maokai will be able to just sustain up in that lane every time either one of them uses a spell. We do see Lux with the 3 kills she's gotten. She's gotten a Merlin Namicon and a Magina Soulstealer. So if they're not careful, blue team can easily just help Lux snowball this game completely into red team's favor. Even again, that's actually a really weird thing to say because it's already in their favor. She only has the 3 stacks though, so they just need to be careful as to how many kills they actually give her. She'll be able to get free assist just by throwing out her shield. And in that mid lane, Probably Muted does get ulted by the Cataclysm. She betches it looks as though he's gonna get aggressed upon. Bolo Strike does come out. The knockup is going to land. That's a kill going over. No, the ultimate coming out, keeping him alive. Meanwhile, on that bottom side, Games is going to flash away. The Super Mega Death Rocket is not going to secure the kill. Heal from Omano is going to keep Games alive. Unfortunately for him, Alex Too Good takes the first kill. He's looking for the kill on to Games', but he needs to watch out for the minions. They're doing so much damage. Now, Newfie Girl goes and gets the knockup onto Aishu Betches. There's the light bind to secure that kill. And it looks like Games was able to get a kill on to Alex Too Good. He needs to watch out for Games'. He's fed, but he can't fight Games' fed. Meanwhile, in that top lane, again, Charmanuel still can't duel out Dead 7, even with a Chalice of Harmony and the makings of an Athena's Unholy Grail. Is just not looking good for him. He's down 2 kills, down 2 deaths in that lane. He is farming fairly well for himself. So that's the Athenes. Blue team, they may need a dragon to get them back into this game if they can't even get a tower. Right now, that top lane tower, it doesn't have too much health down on it. But the next kill could result in that. We do see blue team, they are looking for a dragon at this point. Ping's going down onto it. We do see Jarvan going in. Who's going to get the smite? And it's not. Malzahar does end up falling. But unfortunately, Newfigurl just completely ignored the dragon. He had the smite, but he didn't smite it whatsoever, even it being under to 100 health. And now Aishu betches he's going to be caught up by the EQ combo. The flash is going to come out for him, but the final spark to secure that kill with 1 kill onto Jarvan with the Dragon Strike. 4 kills total. Unfortunately, they lose a really easy dragon. I have no idea what Newfigurl was doing right there. It was a dragon on a silver platter, and he sent it back to the kitchen. That was a terrible, terrible pun. I'm sorry you had to hear that, guys. But with the dragon now, this does give blue team a fighting chance. They'll have 5% extra AD and AP, so they have increased in damage. Like, their power has increased. Unfortunately for them, the threat that Lux and Jarvan are providing is just so great. Right now, Jarvan, he has the Tiamat, and he's definitely going to be getting a Hydra fairly soon. In that top lane, looks like Dead 7 does have the aggression onto him. Unfortunately, Lissandra's still going to fall regardless. Dead 7, he's trying to get away. The pool is going to be coming out from Malzahar, but there's nothing from Malzahar to actually lock down this Maokai. We do see a really big roam coming out. It looks as though Dead 7 does get engaged upon. He's still going to fall because the minion was following whoever was Malefic Vision. That did end up being that Maokai. Probably muted. Going to be caught out by Newfigurl 69. The Shockwave does come out to try and save his life, but it wasn't enough. Newfigurl, though, needs to be careful. He's going to be flashing the ball. The EQ combo does come out, and a Cataclysm will secure that kill. Oh man, no, in that bottom side, will finally be able to take the second tower for the blue team, but they may end up losing this mid lane tower. EQ combo again, locking down onto Jarmanuel, taking him down. A kill going over to Bradshaw. That tower's down to half health. There's no one there to actually stop it. Jinx going down to that bottom side. This is going to give a kill over to her with the zap. And that was just a great movement. Just a great move by the red team. And right now, blue team, there's not a good chance. Again, Games is caught out by the light binding. They need the vision coverage, but probably muted. He just hasn't been providing it this game. There's a total of 2 wards on the map for blue team. They need to just try and keep their jungle warded so they don't get caught out like that. If we look, let's see, Lux right now, she has 10 stacks, so she's halfway there. Do you see Jarvan and Lux? They're in the topside jungle for blue team. They're setting up a death bush right now. If anyone walks in that general area, they're immediately going to die. Now that they see Lissandra there, they may make their way towards that position. They're spending a lot of time trying to get something. Omeno is dueling out Alex Too Good. There goes the bullet time, letting it go, but it's not going to put too much damage. Just a heal being used by Alex Too Good. It's just going to be minimized by the grievous wounds that it procs now. Again, Lux and Jarvan setting up the death push, but now Jarmanuel looks to be the one that's going to die. Here it goes. At least Singularity comes out. There goes the claw, but a long range twisted advance goes on. Frozen Tomb to keep herself alive a little bit longer, but a beautiful final spark to give Lux the kill. in that lane. And they're just going to be waiting for those minions to join them. No, wait, they're not going to be going for the top lane tower. Instead, it looks as though they're going to be flanking this blue team right now. The Shockwave is going to be coming out from the Orianna. It's not going to secure the kill onto the Jinx. They are near half health right now. Maokai showing himself, but I'm not sure if that was the best idea. Now he has 3 members chasing him, but he's actually going to be setting up a great bait for Jarvan to jump in. Cataclysm absolutely blowing up the team. Oh man, no, he's going to fall with Gaines is falling as well. Looks like Probably Muted was the only survivor of that destruction, and there's not a lot he can do to actually defend that inhibitor tower. Jarmanuel and Aishu Betches are there, but Newfie Girl cashing Aishu Betches out. The dissonance will give him the speed boost, so there's not too much that they can take off of that. But now that Dragon's up in 40 seconds, they will just go over to that position, get the Dragon, first Dragon for themselves, and hopefully just continue this lead that they have. This blue team is just not... It's looking really bad for them. The 21 and a half minute mark, they're close to 10,000 gold down. We do see 2 members, Lux and Jarvan. They really just like getting pick after pick, waiting for someone to take those wolves. They finally just gave up their time, realizing Dragon is up. They are in that mid lane, spotting themselves out. It looks as though Alex Too Good was caught out by Games. His Nethergraph was used, and the Malefic Visions will take that kill. Jarvan now does get caught out. EQ combo onto Jarmanuel. Cataclysm is finally available. He's going to jump straight in onto ISU Betches. But had that come out a little bit earlier, or that gone onto Jarmanuel, that would have secured the kill. Meanwhile, it looks as though Games did end up falling down to dead 7. But with both smites down, it's anyone's Dragon right now. Blue team really isn't in the position to actually fight for it, and neither is that red team with 3 members falling. It was just a great move by the blue team, taking 3 kills onto red team with only 1 member falling on blue team. It looks as though Probably Muted has DC'd for now. And I really don't think it's that big of an impact. He hasn't actually provided any sort of assistance for his team, even in vision coverage. He's just completely lacking. Again, like him not being there, I don't think it's anything that blue team will even have to worry about. Looks as though Games is going to be slowed by the Zap, and the Super Mega Death Rocket is going to be coming out. That's another kill on to this red team. They're going to be taking this Dragon. First one for themselves, second one of the game. And now with the numbers advantage, they can easily just push anywhere they want. I shoot Betches does have the Twisted Advance onto him. We do have Jarmanuel going in, does have the Snare onto him. This is a 3v1 right now. Dead 7 may have bit off more than he can chew, but the rest of red team, they're just going to be pushing down that mid lane. Jinx on that bottom side, pushing it out as fast as she can so she can get to that second tier bottom lane tower. Right now. Again, Lux and Jarvan, they're just setting up death area after death area. It looks as though Games is going to get caught out again, taking down the kill going over to Bradshaw. Jarmanuel almost getting something. Oh man, no, has to actually flash away. Just 1v1, even underneath the tower by Alex Too Good. Taking out, oh man, oh, there's nothing they can do, and I'm surprised that this blue team, they're still fighting. Probably Muted. He still hasn't actually joined them right now. right now, even right by now, red team, they have to know that this is a 4v5, but they're really just not grouping up and trying to take something. They can easily just clear out vision of a Baron, get the Baron buff, and push for win. But they're just content with taking kill after kill. And then at one point, like, they have to realize the kills aren't worth anything, and they're just using resources and extending the time to the point where if blue team actually does get something, they could use that to snowball it out. It's unlikely, but it's a possibility that they need to watch out for. It looks as though they did ping out my shoot benches. They haven't really spotted out the thing yet. Light binding does come out, but it's not gonna hit anything. Jarvan goes in, but it's not going to hit anyone. And oh my god, a light final spark from Lux is going to give that kill. Now Jinx going in, has the Yomus for her. Jarvan does try and duel out Orianna, and he's going to secure that kill, but Orianna's still going to take a kill onto Jarvan with 4 members down and 4 members up on the red team. They're going to be pushing down that inhibitor, and it looks as though we have a surrender coming out from the blue team. They just were not on point. And I gotta say, the Rengar pick probably wasn't the best for that bottom lane, and even in the other lanes where the Rengar wasn't as impactive, Games is on the Malzahar wasn't there for his team, whereas Jarvan constantly ganking top and mid lane, getting them ahead as far as possible, to the point where the Orianna and Lissandra just couldn't provide an impact in the game. So that's going to be the end of this cast. I will be sure to put out another video for Tuesday. This is actually the Monday's video, but I'm actually doing this on Tuesday. So remember to like, follow, and subscribe me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you have any comments, just throw them down underneath the video. You know how to do it. So see you guys later.